big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They will run for the first time here with White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
44's mine. 44's mine. Check. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll drop to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
First down, here's White. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his man, Hilton. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Winston. He's got it to Hilton. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On play action, Winston. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Ready? Wait. Back 25 behind. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Vamos. Screen. Hey, easy. Check right. Off. 54. Here we go, G. Easy. Hey. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's just me and you.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Mike 54. There's a pilot. 64. Weak. Check. Hey, let go. 2.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Squeeze, double.
Get it.
On second down now. It's White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Recon, 152 fighter. Smooth.
Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run on first down. It's White, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They run the draw play. This is White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm scared. Watch it. Wait. 2 seconds.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Green, triple T.
48. That's it. 48. Come on.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, he's going to launch this, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, it's Winston. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You gonna see me?
Second down and inches. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54.
Greystone, travel. Bravo.
Wide, get wide.
Now.
They'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
General West. Hey, high 7.
Mike 54. Who that? Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Let's get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Go.
Mike 54.
Hey, exit.
54.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete.
Mike 54.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Dorsett making the catch. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll set up a throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, Haywood. 61, matchbox lights.
All day.
There's 2nd and 8. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Stephon Tuitt forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
48 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw is Winston. Campbell making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
From the 41, Winston. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jameis again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Winston. Catch made here by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ready. Move ready.
Match by 4. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Kill. Turn. Kill. Check 3.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Ready. Black.
Right there. 54.
Wait. Ready for this, man. Ready to go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a carry for White. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know when Prater hit from 64, That was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Winston, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
54.
From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ready? Who ready? Watch my board. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double. Come on. Sunday. Sunday. Let's go now. Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and run for it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, what's your leg?
They'll run with White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
On the ready.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Second and 2 at the 19-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
44. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Fire.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Set up. 10 shoots off. Topper.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing.